What's up, traders, and welcome to Trading with Denise. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, and I have a major confession to make, and that's the fact that I've avoided cryptocurrency like the plague, not because I don't believe it can be successful, but mainly because I'm just not ready for society to head in that direction. With that said, I understand the importance of being able to adapt to the market, so here I am telling you why I believe Bitcoin is a great investment. And also, how some people believe it could reach $115,000 per token by the end of summer. So let's get right into it. So if you're brand new to this, you're probably thinking, what is Bitcoin? And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is basically virtual money. They're like digital assets and a type of exchange that you can use through a digital wallet app to purchase services and goods as you would with your regular money. People can also send each other Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies as well. And every transaction is stored in a public list called the blockchain. And the blockchain is basically a monitoring system for Bitcoin, or like a virtual bank, but they use a decentralized control system, unlike centralized digital currencies such as XRP and central banking systems like the Federal Reserve. To state the obvious, Bitcoin has doubled in share price year to date. They've also increased by over 800% in the last year alone. Those are some significant gains. One huge catalyst that pushed the share price up was Elon Musk investing $1.5 billion into Bitcoin and stating that he would accept cryptocurrency as payment for his Tesla cars in the future. That's a really big deal. It pushed the share price up to an all-time high. And he isn't even the largest shareholder. Grayscale Investments holds more than 3% of the Bitcoin total. And I believe the largest shareholder is actually the guy who created Bitcoin, which nobody knows who it is because he goes by an alias or something. It was also reported that ARK Invest increased their holdings in Q4 of 2020. And we all know how much Cathie Woods loves and supports Elon Musk and Tesla. ARK Invest reportedly owns $350 million in Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, which is the world's largest original Bitcoin fund. ARK's price prediction for Bitcoin involves the stock reaching $80,000 to $100,000 per token by the end of the year. She also thinks it's possible for Bitcoin to reach $400,000 per token, but I think that's wishful thinking. Still, she has said that Bitcoin may be bigger than both Apple and Amazon. Considering Apple is the world's most valuable company with over $2 trillion market cap, and the current market cap for Bitcoin is around $1 trillion, we still have a ways to go. Pantera Capital's price prediction expects Bitcoin to reach $115,000 per token by the end of summer 2021, which is this summer. They came to this prediction using the stock to flow model, which has proven accurate in the past. According to the stock to flow model, the year-end share price target would be $288,000 per token. Which would mean a 400% increase by December. It surpassed the stock to flow model's price by 26% already, so who knows where it's going to end up. The possibility of this cryptocurrency reaching $100,000 per token by a year end is highly likely, considering the amount of money people and institutions are pouring into it. And we've barely seen companies start investing. There are so many companies that will want to compete with the ones that do accept cryptocurrency for services or goods. And you could be trading other types of cryptocurrencies as well. However, I do feel that Bitcoin will dominate the digital currency market. I don't think that all these other cryptocurrencies are going to be able to keep up with Bitcoin. So eventually a lot of them will probably end up plummeting. But in the short term, I think that there's a lot of opportunity there to make some quick, easy money on short-term swings and even possibly day trading. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, how do we go about trading Bitcoin? I've had multiple people express their reservations to me, assuming that they have to buy a whole share. You don't have to buy a whole share of Bitcoin. You can buy fractional shares, which I do through Webull and through BlockFi. BlockFi will actually pay you interest just for having cryptocurrency with them, which is pretty interesting. And I don't have a whole lot invested through that trading platform yet, so I'm not making a ton of money in interest. But just imagine if you had a good chunk of your savings invested into Bitcoin and you got paid interest on top of the gains that you're already going to see. That's pretty cool. So in Webull, as far as Webull goes, it doesn't pay interest, but it is a very easy trading platform to navigate as far as trading cryptocurrencies, in my opinion. But yeah, so you don't want to buy Bitcoin or anything, any stocks on a green day. You don't want to buy it as it's going up. You want to watch it and plan your entries and plan your exits. And it's very important that you have a plan, a trading plan. So let's talk about trading Bitcoin. My suggestion, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, this is how I trade, and I don't expect anybody to follow how I do this, but I'm going to let you know how I do it. And if it's something that you feel comfortable with or think is a great strategy, then feel free to use it. So using my breadcrumb buy strategy, you could develop a plan to enter Bitcoin at X amount of money, right? So say it has a red day, it goes down 5 to 10%, you decide today's the day, but it could go down more. So what do? Do you buy your whole position? Do you buy a portion of it? With the breadcrumb buying, or AKA like dollar cost averaging, basically, you can buy a quarter of the position you plan on buying. So say you plan on investing $5,000, okay? It goes down 5 to 10%. You decide, I'm going to start a position, but I don't necessarily want to put all my whole $5,000 in this yet. So put in $1,250 to start. And then if it goes down another 5-10%, you do it again, and you keep repeating this process. Now, it could end up going down more and you could end up getting screwed, or it could go up and you could end up missing out on profits that you could have potentially made had you bought the entire position. Now, with Bitcoin, it's a little different because it's already grown so much and so fast that it's almost like you should just get in it now. It almost gives off that vibe that it could just blow up at any second. So if you don't get in it now, you're gonna miss out. However, I think we're probably gonna see a lot of bouncing, because once it hits those milestones of like 75,000, 85, 90, 95, people are going to be trading it a lot. And a lot of people are going to probably be getting in late at that point. And there's going to be a lot of people who've already been in who are going to be taking their profits. So it's going to fluctuate a lot. However, I definitely think that it will go to $100,000 per token by the end of this year. Don't use more money than you can afford to lose. Don't use money that you need. Use money that you would have used to buy something you didn't need. Before I started trading, I had a serious problem with buying clothes that I didn't need because they were on sale and I couldn't pass up a good deal. But now I have millions of clothes sitting in my closet still with tags. I've never worn them, and that money is just wasted. It's just sitting in my closet, So to me, the money that I put into the market is the money that would be sitting in my closet being completely wasted. So I have no emotional attachment to it. And I think it's really important that you keep emotions out of trading. You cannot be emotionally attached to your money. And what are the reasons why we're emotionally attached to our money? Because we feel that we need it. So if you use money that you don't feel that you need, you'll feel less likely to make emotional trading decisions, and you'll probably trade better as a result. I can't tell you if these price predictions we're seeing are accurate. What I can tell you is there's a lot of money being spent on this idea coming to fruition, and actually it already has. It's just that the companies now are starting to get on board, and I think a lot more companies are going to start accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment, and it's just going to start trickling from there, and I think it's going to be huge in the long run. So great long-term investment opportunity for short-term investing here with the short-term swings. Again, like I said, companies like Square and PayPal, they wouldn't be investing their money. They wouldn't be developing a metal card, a metal Visa card for cryptocurrency if it wasn't going to be huge. So I think it's just really important to keep all of that in mind. I think a safe estimate for Bitcoin would be 80,000 by the end of the summer, since we have already seen 60,000 and it's not even April yet. So 40% return by the end of the summer sounds great to me too, especially for those of you who work full-time jobs and don't have the ability to watch the market as closely. This is a great idea for you. Okay, so let's go over some of the key takeaways here. Bitcoin has doubled year to date. Bitcoin has increased over 800% in the last year. The stock to flow model's year-end target is $288,000 per token. Bitcoin already surpassed the model's price by 26%. Elon Musk invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and he plans to accept cryptocurrency for his Tesla vehicles. ARK Invest owns $351 million in Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust and thinks it's impossible for Bitcoin to reach $400,000 per token. Kathy Woods thinks Bitcoin could be bigger than Apple and Amazon. Grayscale Investments holds over 3% of the total Bitcoin supply. ARK Investment increased their holdings in the fourth quarter of 2020. A crypto Visa card is being developed and already being marketed. As more companies start to accept crypto as a form of payment, the price continues to increase. Other cryptocurrencies with significant price predictions may be a great opportunity for some short-term plays. Bitcoin will most likely dominate digital currency in the long term. Here's an extra bonus piece of information. In 2014, Overstock became one of the first big online sellers to accept Bitcoin payments directly. So, and a lot of companies since then have followed suit. We just aren't aware of this. There are still so many companies that have yet to jump on board. So I think we're seeing the beginning of this. I don't think that it's even really gotten started yet. So yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. If you liked the video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you can get my videos as soon as I upload them. And let me know in the comments what you think of Bitcoin. And I want to know what you think of cryptocurrency in general, because it's such a futuristic concept. I think there's a lot of mixed feelings on it, so it's a hot topic to be discussed, and I enjoy discussing controversial topics. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are still unaware of Bitcoin, There's a lot of people who are aware of Bitcoin, but they're skeptical. And then there's a lot of believers, there's a lot of believers out there, and people are becoming believers every day. People are changing their minds about Bitcoin every day. So there's a lot of really great signs that point to making money. So get on board, guys, As always, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day. I'll see you next week. But until then, happy trading!